Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ali Iskandar bin Ahmad Fahmi Naim, student ID 2023822742. Today I will be explaining the chapter 2 subtopic point 4, barriers to travel. Here is my picture, my student ID. So the content will be very simple. There is mainly two contents here: potential demand and crisis. These are what will prohibit a person from traveling. So now I will explain what potential demand is and examples of it. Potential demands are something that's needed for travel, but may prove to be difficult to provide, or something that most people may not have. The examples are expenses, lack of time, physical limitation, family circumstance, and lack of interest. By what these five are is that expenses is very simple, which is some people may or may not have the funds to pay for traveling across countries or even state borders, as it costs quite a fair bit to travel, renting hotel rooms and having savings for that. The lack of time is maybe you have too much work to be done and you don't have any free time to travel, so you may have the funds but you don't have the time. While physical limitation is, as the name states, physical limitation, either you're crippled, you are injured, wounded, or you are unable to travel without any help. Family circumstance is more of the situation of maybe your parents are not able to go anywhere because they are hospitalized, or your younger siblings hospitalized and you must take care of them, or simply a lack of interest where a location does not have anything that's interesting enough that makes a person want to travel to said location. So next we'll go to crisis. Crisis is something that is happening currently that prevents a person from traveling from point A to point B, such as a pandemic. This happens whenever there is a virus outbreak such as COVID, SARS, and influenza, which causes a lockdown and makes people unable to even leave their house. Moreover, because of that, if they can't even leave their house, how are they going to leave their country to travel? Next is humanitarian issues, such as the Rohingya massacre in China, or an oppression or country or state oppression such as the Israel and Palestine situation, which may cause a lot of situations where boycotts happen between allies of one country and allies of another. Next is political tension, such as the Russia Ukraine situation before the war broke out. Next crisis is wars, which is again Russia Ukraine, because of Russia Ukraine, people are unable to travel to either Russia or Ukraine, or even Soviet countries, Slavic countries around those two countries, or such as when America went to war against Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, quite a fair bit actually that's involving America. So those are wars. And last of all, bombings. But I wouldn't say bombings per se. It's more of terrorist activities, such as 9/11, which caused a very big nationwide lockdown that caused airlines to be more strict with the regulations, limiting what you can and cannot bring onto an airline, and the likes, as well as suicide bombings at white locations such as Paris, if I'm mistaken. I'll have to check up on that. But that's what could happen. That's another barrier to traveling that can occur. And thank you very much, and that will be the end of my presentation, and goodbye.